The bad, dark people are desperate and they know they're losing. It's getting to the end and they're taking desperate measures. They're just trying to hold on to the dark, but they know it's slipping away. They know their time is coming. There's an uprising of people that know the truth, and they can't keep them quiet anymore. The people that know the truth are loud, and they don't have the control they used to have.
So the people that know the truth, it's building, and the truth is coming out more and more.
The truth hasn't come out. The truth's coming out, but the big truth, it is not. People know, they think they know, but they do know. And they are pressuring the bad, the dark. The dark is trying so hard to keep the last bit of secrets quiet, and they know if it gets out, they're done. But the people, it's like they're knocking at a door and they're gonna push the door down. So there's just a door between good and evil, and it's gonna fall down, and evil knows it's gonna fall down, and they're just trying so hard to keep it up, but they know it's coming down soon.
So is this going to happen pretty soon then? All the truth that's going to come out?
It seems soon, yes. So they're very desperate. They're trying very hard to keep control, but they know they don't have any control. They are at the last inch of the rope.
So have things greatly accelerated then since our last session?
Yes, because there's more people banging on that door. A lot more people. And the door is getting weak.
So how does this correlate with our ascension? Have we moved much closer to the time of our ascension, the great shift?
don't think this is what we're waiting for the ascension. This has to happen. But I don't think this is the trigger for the ascension.
Okay, then what else would have to fall into place to trigger our ascension? Is this still quite a ways down the road?
I feel like the ascension is a gradual thing that will happen. I don't think it's... I think it'll happen and people won't even know it's happening. After this door falls and we eliminate the dark, I don't think there's going to be a day or an event. I think it's just going to gradually happen.
So then what will happen once this door collapses and the cat's out of the bag, so to speak, and all these secrets are slowly known to the public? How is that going to affect humanity? And
well, the people that are in the knowing, they think they're in the knowing, and they are, but there's a lot more they don't know. They're going to be feeling like not surprised. They knew it was bad. They didn't know it was that bad, but they still know they were in the right track and they were moving forward and they never gave up. The people that believed in the dark, they're going to feel they're going to feel angry, and they're going to still try to blame. They're not going to take the truth. They're going to come up with some other excuse for the information they have been given. They're not meant to be with the bright people. They are not going to see, even if the information is given to them, they're not going to see what the bright people see. There will always be excuses and blame. And that keeps them lower.
so that's what goes back to the separation of consciousness between the bright people and the people that are not ready to ascend yet. Is that correct?
There's a divide, but it's not ever going to go away.
So as this unfolds and moves forward, and the people that already know the truth for the most part but didn't know everything, and the people that want to hang on to the dark agenda, how is that going to work as far as the separation? And are we going to be literally in two different realities?
Yes, like we're on the same planet, But they live in the dark and like dark buildings. And the bright people live in open fields with sunlight. But so I think the so-called ascension is going to be gradual. It's not going to be like, bam, you ascended. You live a brighter life. And you don't go to the dark buildings.
So does this mean a lot of the bright people, as you call them, will move out of the cities and into more of...
It looks like that, but... yeah, it looks like that.
Now, the interesting thing is we've heard so many different scenarios of our ascension as far as like a solar flash that will basically catapult us into the shift. We've also heard all kinds of...
solar flashes are happening now. And they're catapulting us now.
Okay.
It's not a big solar flash that opens everyone's eyes. It's been happening.
So then we're getting multiple smaller solar flashes.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So what else can you tell us about the dark being exposed and like this confrontation with Russia and Ukraine? Do you know what that really is about, or is there a significance with this that you can elaborate on?
I think there's a lot that's going to come out of this. People are really worried about this. Dark people. Really, really worried about this. Not for the reasons that you would think they were worried about this.
What is the reason they're so worried?
Everyone involved is not great. There's no right person in this scenario. Russia is not 100% right. No one's right. But there are some people that are very scared and worried about what's going to come out from this. And it's going to be a big deal. And it's desperation to keep it quiet. But they are losing sleep because they don't know if they can keep it quiet.
So will this be completely exposed, whatever it is that they're worried about?
That's what they're worried about.
But will it be exposed? Will we find out what is really going on in Ukraine?
We're not going to know all of it. Some, yes. Some will still be hidden. It's not all going to come out. But enough will to cause doubt and lose faith. But there is some dark, hidden, deep, dark, hidden stuff. I don't think it will come out. People will do whatever they can do to keep it quiet.
Well, when you say it won't come out, do you mean the general public won't know about it, or will the good guys find out about it and be able to do whatever they need to do to appropriately stop whatever's going on?
I don't think the good guys will see. It's like hidden beneath the earth. Some will come out. Enough will come out to cast a shadow. But there's stuff underground that will never come out.
Can you elaborate, if at all, what is so terrible underground?
I don't know, but it's bad.
Okay.
It makes my chest hurt. I don't know. Even the dark doesn't want to go down there.
Okay. So is it possible that it's not really beneficial for us to know there'll be enough things to come out that will serve the purpose for the light?
I think enough will cause enough to open people's eyes.
What's going on in Ukraine, does this have anything to do with the current American president right now?
Yeah. He's very worried.
Okay. And will that be brought out? Will that be one of the things that will be brought out to the general public?
It will, but it's going to be sugar-coated, slap on the wrist. His career will be done, but no prosecution, no real justice.
So then will he step down, be forced to step down as the president of the United States?
It's not going to go like that. He's going to be removed a different way.
Okay, can you elaborate on that at all?
A different meaning, a different problem will arise. It's not that. It's something else. Maybe his health.
Okay. And what kind of Is there a rough time period?
Excuse. It's an excuse. It's going to be an excuse to remove him. Not the real reason to remove him. Like when someone does something bad, they're asked to resign.
Right.
Or for some other reason. Just like that.
Okay. And who will replace him?
Harris for the intern, but not for long. I don't know who is going to be permanently put in that position.
Does this look like it could possibly happen in 2022, or is this going to be a little further down?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It doesn't seem long, but the things are going to start to unravel, right? So like the door, people are banging already on the door because they know things. So it's just when the door gets weak enough. And that depends on how many people are banging on the door. It doesn't seem too long, but I want to say maybe the end of the year.
Okay. And what other things are going to unravel that I'm assuming that will be to help people continue to wake up and question things? Can you tell us anything about that?
Well, they're very tight-knit on the bad stuff, so keeping it quiet. But people are going to start fighting amongst themselves, so the divide is going to get bigger. So all the things that are going on, this changes, the stress is going to cause people to get more confrontational with each other.
Okay. What about like food shortages or even earth changes?
They're not going to let anything happen to this planet. Food sources, you'll be able to always get food. It may become scarce, but it's not going to be a problem. The planet will survive. They're not going to let anything happen to it.
Okay. So all the propaganda about a so-called World War III, or is that exactly that propaganda, just a fear tactic?
You mean like nuclear?
Yes.
I see bombs, but I don't see bombs that wipe out massive areas like that. I Is that what I see? I hear maybe is that accurate? Maybe some retaliation on our country. But I don't know what that retaliation is. I don't think it's nuclear because it's not going to wipe us out. So I don't know what the retaliation is. I'm not seeing it.
Do you see a probability of the United States being dragged into the confrontation with Russia and Ukraine?
I do. But it's not going to be World War III.
Okay.
There will be some retaliation, and I can't see what that is. But I don't feel that it's the end of the end for... I don't... They keep saying they're not going to let this planet go.
Okay.
So I don't think that we need to worry about the planet.
So they will not let... so I'm assuming you're talking about the ETs, and
Yes.
they're not going to allow the planet to get destroyed.
No.
And also,
No, it's like children in daycare. Like kindergartners. They're so just kind of annoyed and like, you haven't learned yet? What the hell's wrong with you? Kind of like, they shake their head like, God, they're just never going to learn. It's frustrating. They thought that we'd be better, but it's not happening.
I mean, well, there is understanding that there's millions of people on this planet that very much love this planet and want nothing but the best for this planet. And it's a very small group of elites or so, or whatever you want to call them, that are causing all this, and they've got to know that, right?
Well, they're letting us go on, so they have faith.
Right.
And hope. And
so when you say that, you mean that they're not going to, they're allowing us to go on, that they're not going to reset the planet again. They're going to allow this to play
not
out.
right now, yeah. No.
Okay. So is it safe to say when we do have a reset, that's when we'll go into the shift? When we shift in dimensions?
Maybe when they get tired of our antics. And
So we actually have moved quite a bit forward then in not only our ascension process, but basically just all that's happening. Because it seemed like we were kind of moving very slowly, and seems like now we've kind of...
because people are awake, they're banging on the door.
Okay.
The bright people they're there's more and more bright people. There's bigger groups of bright people.
Right.
And so it's not 50%, but it's getting up there.
What is the percentage of, let's say, bright people versus, I mean, what else would you call the unawakened?
The darker people, they're going to stay dark.
Well, what is the percentage of bright people, or the same thing as enlightened people, or I don't know what else you want to call them?
I say maybe 46%.
So there's, wow, okay. So there's still a pretty high amount of dark people.
Yes.
Oh, really? Now, when you say dark people, are you talking about people that just aren't ready for to ascend yet, and they're just kind of still learning their lessons, or are you?
They really like the doom and gloom, and
Oh, okay.
they like where they are. They're not unhappy.
So then these actually are the dark people or dark agenda people that are loving the way things are.
Yeah, they are very comfortable.
Is there a particular percentage that we need to hit in order to trigger our ascension and the major shift?
I think over half, and we're almost there.
Okay, so then there's still more bright people that are not quite awake yet.
Yes, but they're joining the group
Okay.
rapidly.
Now, what will it take for those people to wake up? Because my understanding is we're having all these events and situations in order to obviously jolt people into waking up and questioning.
I think it's everything. I think it's the truths are coming out. I think it's environmental solar flares, flashes, people finding it's more comfortable being around the bright people,
I see.
gravitating.
Now, you mentioned solar flares again. Are we going to see some significant, like visually see in the sky, some significant solar flares? Or is there going to be a particular amount of solar flares that are going to knock down power grids or anything like that? Or is it all going to be subtle, or is there going to be some sort of major?
I think what I see in the end, it will be abrupt. But for right now, no.
Okay. So basically, and at the end to trigger it, there will be a major solar flash that activates our DNA and shifts us. The people that are bright.
It does seem more dramatic.
Okay. Now, I also heard of people, some of the, we'll just call them bright people, that aren't quite vibrating high enough yet. There'll be the benevolent ETs will come in and board them on ships before it happens. Do you see anything like that?
I see those people wanting to be a part of the bright people group and following them. Even when they're not as bright, they trust it and they follow them. I don't see that.
Okay. So I just wondered if some of these people that are newly awakened are the newly bright people that won't quite be able to handle the major solar flash at the end, but you don't see a problem with that?
No, because the bright people will take them under their wing.
Okay, so they'll be able to handle the massive DNA activation.
yes, they'll stick with the group and they will be okay.
Okay, good. Well, that's great to hear. Okay. Is there anything that you can tell us more about what's coming so that we can either prepare or just at least have a better understanding of what's coming?
So there's going to be earth problems, like small problems that are big problems to you. But they're small problems, and you need to remember they're small problems. And you can get through them, stay positive. You have resources.
Are these earth changes or what are you
No,
referring to?
just not environmental, but your problems. Food, gas, those problems, like, they're going to become more.
So basic needs type things.
Yes, but you're fine. You'll
Okay.
be fine. Don't ever worry about it. Don't get caught up in it. Don't let it scare you or worry you. You're in a good place. You're fine. Stay calm. But the problems are going to continue. Don't get sucked into it. There's so many people that are going to be so much drama and sucked into it, and
Right.
Debbie Downers. Don't do it.
Right.
Stay away. You're fine.
So then what you're saying is the media will play it up way more than it really is and try to scare.
Oh, it's going to affect you. It's going to be a problem. Like, things are you're creating it. The people are creating it themselves. It's
Yes.
crazy, but it's being created. It doesn't need to happen. It's happening, but just
Right.
know you're in a good place and you're fine.
So just roll with the punches and don't
Yeah.
let it upset.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
It's important to keep people calm. Keep yourself calm, and then you can keep others calm.
Okay. Great. Great. Is there anything else you can tell us?
No.
Okay. Well, we certainly have sped up the whole process of, I guess, disclosure and truth is definitely coming out at a much faster rate.
That door's going to get knocked down soon.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for that information.